Hello, and welcome back to Flight Extra CCC. So, last time it was a bit of a long episode. We had to do a lot of things. We got Saber's second FG as well as the swimsuit, which, yeah, it is something else, that swimsuit. And other than that, Maltreless is the most troublesome than any of our enemies have been so far. Don't get distracted, Breaker. Alright, let's take a look around, shall we? Before we head to the student council, let's see if Shinji's here. He is. Like I said yesterday, don't go to the labyrinth anymore. That way none of us have to die. Let's go see if Gina has anything to say. Still going around exposing girls' secrets in the cycle labyrinth, huh? Well, aren't you energetic? But your Nicholas already closed shop, so I'm gonna go now and mumble curses at you, so you may want to leave. Alright, into the student council we go. After the student council room, maybe the three of them are taking a little break. They're away from their consoles and seem to be having a lighthearted chat. Good morning, Shinami. Your fatigue points are in the safe region now. It seems you slept well. I'm glad. Next up is floor 17. We have decoys ready to use against Meltrolus, so please just relax and focus on clearing the labyrinth. Decoys to use against Meltrolus. We have body doubles for each Shinami. While you're on the 17th floor, we'll have those running around the other layers. I can infer from the amount of experience Meltrolus has accumulated that she can detect intruders across the entire Sakura labyrinth. So it will be concealing near the real you. Meltrolus will chase after the decoys first. However, in the case that she's waiting for you on the 17th floor, the decoys will prove pointless. Prepare for the worst and confront her. If that's the case, we need to acquire her SG anyways. Run if you can, and fight her until the last moment if it comes down to it. Give it your best, new president of ours. Avoid making contact with Meltrolus as much as possible, and search for hints on how to defeat her during the exploration of the labyrinth. It's a plan resembling a gamble, but we'll have yet to identify what Meltrolus and his invincibility is. We have no other choice. Okay, I'll put my faith in the student council back up and go to the labyrinth. Mr. Osaka, do you wish to report on the incident that just occurred? I guess it's fine. It's nothing major. It won't add to any more unnecessary stress that Shinami already has, right? Really anticipating details here. Apparently something minor happened before I stopped by. You see a roach or something? Why would Dad be here? Don't do that. Don't make up stories like that, even as a joke. I keep the old school building perfectly sanitary. No bugs will get past me while I'm alive. Pardon me, it appears I froze up after hearing the statement, so lacking in any delicacy. Seriously, the wooden texture around here already gives off the vibe like a ghost is going to pop up, let alone one of those. I made him angry. Yep, when girls get together, they always seem to overreact to these summertime crawlies. However, I faintly remember something. About a tenth of the girls who come to the women's college show no mercy when dealing with them. It's about Shinji. While everyone was napping, it appears that he sneaked in and rummaged around looking for something. What? He not only watched the maiden's adorable face while she slept, but he also laid hands on her to the Coliseum with him. So, what was he looking for? Give some more details about that. It was a sample of the virus, the one that drains levels, skills and whatnot. Man, what is he thinking? Only Meltrolus is able to use it, so if it's just poison if we use it, a cursed item so to speak. The chance of him misusing it are not zero. For example, if he sought a quick death, that sort of thing. Drinking the poison with anyone's life. That kind of thought never occurred to me, but under these circumstances I can't say for sure that it would never occur eventually. He figures that if Meltrolus and Bibi are going to kill him, then it would be better if they go comfortably while still has a chance. I don't really think that's Shinji's style, really. But, no, he's not thinking that. Shinji does have the guts. Of course, considering Shinji's personality, I would think he's using it for some no-good prank. That's why I needn't worry about it. Focus on clearing the labyrinth. Well, we can drop the discussion here if Rin insists on that, but what does Shinji intend to do? Mission start. Huh? Want to know what I was talking about Ron and Sakura about? Wait, three girls get together to talk, there's only been one thing, right? Romance. Always romance. But both Ronnie and Sakura are clueless when it comes to that stuff. I'm not going to hassle them over it though. On top of it, how I ship the decoys to use against Meltrellis, it's a level where you can ship them all for the official figurines. You want to know where Shinji is? Please give me a second, look him up. Huh? So in the hallway, there's two signals in the janitor's closet. Isn't that where Jinako is? And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and talk to Jinako again. Because there's a special extra scene there before we enter the labyrinth. So let's go ahead and do that, shall we? I hear people talking inside. Is that Jinako and Shinji? Shinji, aren't you starting to miss fresh air? You can mess around with the NPC girls if you want, you know. Look, honestly, it's getting stuffy here. I'm telling you to pack your bags and get, man. I love nothing more than to get out of this cramped room ASAP by myself. But no other classroom has the memory of this place and the student council has. Once this heavy job finishes, I'll leave. Deal with it. It's not like I'm asking you to help with this modding. Okay, I understood. I can't help even if you ask to go away. Jinako is just gonna watch. She's working with something, it seems. She won't ask Rin and the others for help because he's right, I guess. Although for some reason, I don't feel like he's getting the nuance right. I knew it. If we could just get rid of the absorb assimilation effect, we can use this as debuffing potion. Well, it's easy enough to resist it with a little poison resistance, though. Only question left is how much. She'll have her nectar spread all over the labyrinth once I get there. Shit, doing this soul's gonna suck. I'd manage somehow if Ryder were here. Nah, I'm dumb. I wouldn't be dealing with this crap if she were here. Well, we'd be long gone, back into the near side. You're monologuing, man. What is Echo doing to do, Shinji boy? Huh? What do you think I'm gonna do? I told you, I'm in the middle of some delicate work. Can you not bother me? Thanks. I'm not supposed to respond. I'm in the middle of one of my monologues. Is that right? Go ahead, talk away. What comes after getting out of here? Should we go just realize something? There are two kinds of captured masters here. BB specifically scouted for masters who lost in the near sea. And the near side, masters who lost the battle and were deleted by the moon cell, losers fled for destruction within the next few seconds. Those are whom BB nabbed. They discarded from the near side and picked up from the far side, which is why the moon cell never noticed. Thought about that too. Julius, Gato, me, man. I guess Lancer's master. Either way, the masters here are masters who died in the near side. That's why I only have memories up until I was participating. The moment I completely died, I got dragged from into the far side. Although, for masters here are the exceptions. Timing-wise, I think BB made her move right as the 5th round ended. That's why the only masters BB can unconditionally exploit are those who were dead up until the 5th round. So Shinji, you also say that right at the time of the near side it all happened, right the 5th round was ending, but I remember it even past the 6th round, even up until the 7th round ended. I was hiding in the janitor's closet, so I had no clue what was going on, and still I heard a school intercom that there was a winner. I don't know who won, but that means that I lived until the end, right? Probably. But we're in an imaginary number space here, a world where you can take only the outcome if you want, which is why, since your death was decided at the start of the 6th round, you're treated as a dead master. Talk about a cult, Jinako was here, alive and breathing. Maybe I did die in the end, but if we're talking about the 6th round, I was holed up a big time. Not relevant. The moment you boycotted the 1st round, you're definitely dead. Those and the others still have a shot at winning or losing it and aren't dead. That's why they only remember up until the 5th round. Get it? There's a difference between those who are undetermined dead and those who are determined dead. Even if someone determined dead survived until the 7th round, they'll wake up in the near side the moment right before disappearing. Yeah, it has to be. Or else how could you explain Julius? He had memories in the 7th round, even though he lost in the 5th. How did you know if Julius lost in the 5th round? He lost in the 1st. Julius will have faced Kishinami in the 5th round. Leah said so. Haku Kishinami versus Julius. It would be strange if neither one died after getting pit against each other. Huh, Haku was the one who got clobbered? Could be the case. It would be problematic for me, though I am assuming that Haku was the winner. So about those 4 exceptions, Student Council Room Bunch, Leo, Tosaka, Rani, and Kishinami. They said they were attacked by BB over the near side. Unlike us, they didn't find themselves here alone. And? That's the point. To them, escape means surviving. Once they get back to the near side, they can continue the Holy Grail War. On the other hand, we're out. We can only exist here. Returning to the near side means returning to our fate, death. We've been kept as animals here, where everything is a lie, in a what-if world worth less than a second in the real world. Is that so? Then what are you doing here, Shinji boy? Why are you making these modifications? You'll die if you go outside, you know. This is the safest place to be, you know. This is very Shinji-like of you. I can ask the same of you. Don't you want to burst out of here? I don't know anymore. I went from the Holy Grail War. They said I have to fight or else I die, so I hid in the janitor's closet. Then I heard a loud sound and found myself here. Must be the sound of the 7th round ending in the victor heading to the moon cell. After that, the moon cell wrecked the school along with the janitor's closet I was in, now that I had no more use for it. I turned a blind eye to the truth, and before I knew it, I was here. I turned a blind eye to even the fact that I had died. Pathetic, ain't it? I casually joined up, got scared, and died without fighting a single battle. But that's who I am. I'm still scared. So scared I can't keep the chatty act up anymore. That's not really the case. Getting scared and running away makes you a coward, but it's not pathetic. It's truth you're facing reality. Way better than a certain dumbass who treated it like a fun game until the very end, looking a fool on death's doorstep. Shinji boy, you're way too kind for your looks. Unlike your usual garbage self, today you're like a delinquent saving a puppy from the rain that a death flag just got set. You're such a nerd. No need to worry. You can make it anywhere being as shameless as you are. No one expects anything from you, so who cares if you screw up in any way? I'm almost jealous. Yeah, that was mean, man. I always say geniuses are cruel. I can't screw up in any way. It's not enough for the normies who can't accomplish jack to stop their hate and envy. Yeah. Love the haters. Jeez. I had no clue a girl like that was my biggest rival in the gaming world. Yeah, over the net we got some real vulgar communications, mutual understanding. Boring people are seen as interesting, and interesting people are boring. It's the worst. Even I don't know which is which anymore. Shinji? I know I'm loaded on PJ. But if I don't act the way I do, people will call me boring and ignore me, regardless of how awesome my records are. My parents were from prestigious families that fell to ruin. They bought superior genes from a Western conglomerate I was designed. Then I was given a room to study on my own every day. Papa and Mama didn't want a son, they wanted an excellent heir. Well, whatever, I like things rather dry. Actually, I was my own one and only. It was my own one for pride, being excellent, leaving excellent records, making faceless dumbasses know their place. See, I need to leave behind records no one could surpass, proof that I existed. I now realize this after all that happens, but that was my wish. That's why. My wish is to be in the Holy Grail War, and I wanted nothing more if I could win. Even if the Holy Grail War didn't pay out, I just wanted to leave behind a record showing I was here. Even if that record is on the internet, where everything is fuzzy, easy to miss, and fleeting. So long as there's an internet, the Holy Grail War's winner name will probably be engraved there. Professor Shinji boy, wasn't that of that flag? You gotta marry Rin after you finish working on this too? You never hold back, do you? Let me borrow a car now already. I'm going to Labyrinth for a bit. I refuse. The wounds Haku servants gave him haven't healed yet. Besides, although Karna is in rehabilitation, Shiniko has him running an errand right now. See, this is the new online game I want. I ordered him to go into the imaginary number space and grab a copy for him of Italian Flavor Devil Free. Which means he's fully recovered, hasn't he? I don't know any details, but it sounds like the two are getting along in their own way. I'll be just getting in the way, so I'll leave quietly. A bit of a development there from Shinji, and that is usual annoying self, I guess you could say. Anyways, this is the last extra scene or extra thing from this chapter. All of the stuff that comes from the chapter after this. So, yep. Yeah, it's basically all the special scenes are already done. Let's just talk this guy. When you use a skill that strengthens yourself, you leave yourself open to your opponents. If you're going to use it when your opponent's guarding themselves or when you have plenty of health left. Speaking about equipment, let me check. Yeah, let's switch this for the, there we go. Alright, let's go. It's the 17th floor. Alice in the graveyard. There are signs of Meltrolis. I can infer that she's not on this floor at present. Our decoys are working for the time being. If you ran into Meltrolis now, you'd have no chance of beating her. Please wait. There are signs of multiple servants confirmed. A massive number of servants are on this floor. A massive number of servants? You're just saying there are other servants working for BB apart from Elizabeth? Oh, there they are. Little Alice is running around. Is that Caster? What in heaven's name is this? She achieves some mass production? The enemy's reading sure they're all casters. What's going on? It's supposed to reflect Meltrolis' mind, right? What hobbies does this girl have? Hobby stuff, Miss Osaka. Their exterior may be identical, but reading their inside they're simply hostile programs. It doesn't change the fact that they're strong, but their abilities are inferior to casters, and we have better prospects in battle. Apparently some sort of copies of Caster. This servant always did remind me of French dolls, but seeing so many running around makes her look even more like a doll. It's like a dollhouse. If all this has already been set up, then I'd like to see a proper castle in there. No, never mind. My impressions are nothing to do with tackling the labyrinth. Alright, be careful, Kishami. First head to the end of the floor where the shield is, please. Look who it is there. Actual Alice. Oh, and they give her the dead fish eyes. We climbed down the stairs and ran into a strange open area. Out of place, this eerie labyrinth stands a beautiful garden. In the center, surrounded by a river of flowers, is Caster's master. She's not as upbeat as she usually is, though. I agree with Saber. There's clearly something different about this garden. Just like the other floors, there's no doubt that this leads to a clue towards the Dead Sea. Familiar girl is sleeping here. Talk to her, but again, no response. This is Caster's master, Alice. Back when we met her in Passion Lips area, I had no recollection of her, but don't remember at all. She was Hakuno Kishami's opponent in the third round, little girl who wouldn't understand the concept of death, and was weaker than I was. After defeating this little girl, I advanced to the fourth round. Sorry about that. Alice is completely frozen. Her eyes are transparent, as if made of quartz. I hold her hand, but she doesn't react. She lacks any aura of life. No, she doesn't appear to be dead. The standards of that corpse don't linger in the digital world. Let's hope they belong to a master. This is similar to being turned into one of Passion Lips' cubes. Those ego bastards. They're both so eager to seeking the macabre. Ease. Wait. I'm pretty sure Alice's lip just moved. Attentively, patiently, I sit in front of Alice and listen carefully. Alice slowly pieces words together as if desperate to stack any blocks with her shredded limbs. Help. Please help her. That's it. After taking several minutes to form words that could have fit in a single breath, Alice closed her eyes. Her quartz eyes remained open, but her soul is no longer there. Alice used all of her strength she had left to leave behind the final words. Misako, it's unclear what she is trying to tell us, but please resume exploring the labyrinth. Maltrelis is absorbed. She goes into her labyrinth to serve as a mechanic, releasing them, which is to say her SG. No, I should be more direct. Let's save her. That would surely lead to a clue. I might run this strange mission. I won't waste Alice's efforts. I'll clear away all the darkness lurking in this floor. Exactly. Let's just save here for a moment. And let's take a look at what the fighting these Alices is, shall we? Saber. Yeah, as you can see, they're obviously weaker than the than usual. Yeah, of course she guarded. One more should do enough. Yeah, but it's basically just Caster. A weaker version of Caster in a way. Level up, and we got the last. And we've got the, I think this is the last one. It is. There we go. Fox Kailistis. Inflicts physical damage and burn on an enemy. Costs 100 MP. It's really hefty. But it does DOT, which is good. Let's take a look at what that looks like, shall we? Alright, let's see how that one looks, shall we? damage, which is awesome. It's good for starts of battles and stuff like that, where you can burn the enemy, making some little DOT there. Alright, that's the guy we need to beat up. It's a Jabberwock from Alice. Although this time we don't have Scapular Charm. Although this time we don't have the Vorpal Blade to deal with him. Greatly raises servant's defense. That would have been useful in the last chapter. Anyways, let's fight this guy then. A hostile program other than Caster. Normally I'm used to seeing one, but on this particular floor it sticks out to me. See if there's something here it doesn't want us to have. This piece doesn't belong to a little girl's garden. Let's rout it, Praetor. I see us hiding something. Let's go for this. Then I'm gonna go ahead and do No, where is the servant MP? Yeah, let's go for one of these. And let's go for this, this, and this. This should be enough to kill him. Hopefully he doesn't guard right away. Fuck, guard it. And of course, he doesn't get the defense from that. He doesn't get the burn from that because he's guarded. You guarded again. Stop doing that. God damn it, stop guarding. He always guards at the worst possible moments. Well, I guess we don't have much choice here. Let's try this move here. I swear to God, if you guard again, we didn't. It would have been over like 10 times over if the guy didn't guard as much. Nah, I got an even there. Let's try that one. But of course. Oh, nice. Perfect. Let's see, is that gonna be enough for one kill? One hit. There you go. 4,000 XP, we got it all torso. Which of the items this fighting monster dropped? These are doll parts. I see, this is definitely a key item, it's easy to tell. Ronnie, can you detect what enemies of that that guy's type within this floor? Yes, I see similar readings. Two of them left. They seem to be positioned evenly in every corner, save for the northeast. Oh, there's only two left then. Let's go crushing them. Don't break those parts, Haku. Yeah, if the talk of doll houses and the doll parts didn't clue you in, that's really related to Meltrolis's SG. Also, that's why they give you so many. That's why they give you so many of these fountains, because they have to fight basically 3 bosses in a row. Yeah, whatever. Alright, that should be enough. See, the whole thing does like almost 2,000 damage, so... One more hit. And she's out. Might as well just do a little save here, so we don't. If we go back, we don't get interrupted immediately. Right, let's just skip her. Just gonna. Ah, shit. Ah, damn it. Oh well. That's one. Of course, we're gonna do the nothing. We got it, thankfully. That's 2. One more should do it. Ah, for God's sake, stop guarding. There we go. Anyways, there he is. Let's just go ahead and do a little save here again. Let's beat him up. No talking this time, just straight to fighting, huh? Alright, I want to do this one here so I can at least have a chance of there we go. We can at least burn him. There we go. And we did 2,000 damage roughly. Yeah. Alright, let's take a look, shall we? It does a little bit of damage, 200 damage. Not perfect, but it could have been a lot worse, really. Actually, let me just heal her over here. And let me actually use this one here. Nice critical there. There we go. I need to pay attention, see how much damage that actually does. Yeah, 200 roughly. Alright, that should be enough. We're faster than him. We are not faster than him. But this is more than enough to kill him. Bye, Nocturne. Doll's life. Second enemy also dropped doll parts. This really does seem to be a key item. One remaining, after that's all up to your assembly skills, Miss Haku. Then we have this area here. I don't want to deal with you. Hold on, let me actually read something here. Ah, okay, that's the thing. It doesn't use mana. That's why it's. I was wondering, yeah. This thing doesn't use Master MP. That's why it's better. It just only stuns for one turn instead of two. But honestly, for just what I'm doing right now, is avoiding fights. It works just fine. Yep. The correct ways to go are like up here. The way down there is continue on. Yeah, the gardens are all over here. Let's just grab our stuff, shall we? Bit of a weird thing here. Grab it. Magic crystal sphere. And then there's that guy over there. Yeah, we're not dealing with you. Alright, last guy here. Let's just beat him up and be done with it, shall we? Come at me. Alright. This should be good damage if he doesn't guard. He didn't guard, nice. That was 2000 damage. Awesome. Alright, one more should do it. Alright, that should be more than enough. There he goes. Bye. Balls wins. I picked the last box and line up with the others. It's a cruelly disassembled complete set of a ball joint doll. Looks like a small-scale caster in a black dress. We need to return it to its own master. That little thing doesn't belong to Meltrolis. Yeah, I guess you could say that. Also, if you want to grind out, this is the perfect opportunity to do, since the Alphas give you a lot of XP, but once you deliver the doll to the Master Alice, the dolls will, the casters will disappear and be replaced with enemies that give less XP, so be warned. This is such a sad thing, man. Alice didn't deserve this. I've assembled the doll parts I gathered and placed into Alice's lap. I can't explain why, but I got the sense that this is what the right way to build it. This little girl and this doll desire one another.
叶えてくれたのね。もうお礼を言えない私の代わりにお礼を言うわ。
誰に言われずとも困っている者のために奔走するのが奏者の良いところだ。しかしそのざまはなんだキャスター。あれから何があったのだ。
さあ、いろんな冒険をしたけれど、結局すべては夢の中。100里の旅も100歩の散歩も同じこと。私は負けたサーバント。私はさまようスペクター。どんな出来事もアリスたちには簡単な夢。ああ、でも悪い魔女に捕まってしまったの。意地悪なお友達ができてしまったの。あの子は自分しか愛さない。自分のものしか愛せない。だから他人の心を信じない。まさかこんなひどいことになるなんてね。夢見る自由すら私は剥奪されてしまったわ。
貴様を襲ったのはメルトリリスなのだな。自分のものしか愛さない、所有物のみを愛する。
Her form of love isn't normal. It's only in possessions type thing, really.
そう、メルトリリスは人間嫌い。でも
Dolls.
動かない人間は大好きなの。
She loves dolls.
そんなメルトに気に入られて、私はプランツドールに早変わり。ひどいメルトのわがままで私はいろいろバラバラに。彼女のホビーに様変わり。ずいぶん無様な転落だったけれど、あなたのおかげで元に戻れたわ。元の消える直前のサーバントに。
Caster's body is disintegrating. What? I thought she was going to be saved.
そんな顔はしないものよ、優しいあなた。アリスたちは元から死人。ふとした弾みで目が覚めるわ。
Interesting that this Alice is in yellow instead of blue or red.
今度こそ悪い夢はおしまいみたい。さよなら、一人ぼっちの私。今まで私と遊んでくれてありがとう。これまで私は3度殺されたわ。本当にかわいそうな私。でもそのうち2回は幸せだった。最後のお願いをちゃんと聞いてくれる人がいてくれたから。1度目は白い病院の中での孤独だったけれど、2度目と3度目はいつもあなたがそんな顔で見送ってくれたから。それはせめてものお礼。私がこっそり盗み取ったメルトリリスの心のかけら。私では意味がわからない、名付けられないものだけど、あなたなら形にできるでしょう。それじゃあおやすみなさいお姉ちゃん。幽霊だったアリスの声を聞き逃さないでくれてありがとう。
And she's gone, and we have her second SG. Like Candy, the servant in the form of a little girl vanishes. Until the very end, she was elegant. She kept a soft and sweet smile on her face.
主に準じたのだな、キャスター。あれは少女たちの思いに応えるもの。死してまで主を一人にしないとは見事だ。
Led by Saber's words, I think yes, G. Now we have a realistic chance of clearing this floor. I don't know what the name of where this is, so I'll just be leaving it. So just having it may be impossible to remove the shield. Let's start by heading to the shield. There we'll do an analysis. See? The enemy is transformed into the balls. And I'll just defeat one here just to show you. Yeah, you see, they have a lot less health. Honestly, I think this should be... Nah, this isn't enough to kill him. There we go.
見事な采配
They
だ。
give you a little less XP.
もはや敵なしだと思うが、どうか。待って、
Wait.
迷宮に歪みができ始めてる。何かそこに転移してくる。認識コード、上級 AI 桜タイプ。気をつけてください。この迷宮に匹敵するメモリ量は BB 以外ありえません。
BB's on the way here. But what's with the timing? Wasn't BB done into free with us, focusing instead on destroying the course barrier? Yeah, no happy music this time.
侵入者を発見しました。
Yeah.
対象の検索を開始します。
She's getting further corrupted and being transformed into the moon cell or some sort of like that.
検索は不要です。照合は無用です。解析は無効です。
That BB. This is how the BB channel usually goes. She looks more like a lesser AI than she does BB. She's way too mechanical.
着信は0件です。応答返信はありません。不正メールを削除します。侵入者を待っていました。歓迎します。嬉しいです。排除します。ごめんなさい。はい。何をしているんですか？
I can be asking you the same question, BB.
何をしているかとは余裕だな BB。 貴様を追い詰めるため迷宮を走っているのだ。ここはメルトの。そうですか。もうこんなところまで来たんですね。彩色兼備後輩無双な私にあるまじきミスです。自動索敵機能をオンにしたままでした。
Yeah, I'm sure that's it.
私はもうすぐ全てを手に入れるのに、こんなところで這い回ってる小物に反応するなんてバカみたいです。これというのもあの壁がバカみたいに強固だからですね。そう思うと壊しがいが出てきました。仕事に戻ります。先輩は本当に私の元気の元ですね。その点は感謝します。でももう終わりですから、早く旧校舎に戻ってください。まったく、メルトリリスは何をしているのかしら。
Waving her black mantle, BB turns to go teleport out of this area. Seeing her turned away, I wanted to stop her, but we'll lose if we challenge her to a battle now. We'll just end up like Leo. All we can do is bear with it until the analysis of the data our archer gave us is complete. What we can do is reach the course barrier as soon as possible, and even if we can't defeat BB, at least hinder her.
早く力をつけないと。ぐずぐずしていたら聖杯戦争が始まってしまうもの。まずは少しずつ機能を拡張して、次にサーバントを取り込んで虚数空間を支配して安全地帯を作れるまで機能を拡張すれば、やっとあの人を呼び込める。聖杯戦争を止められる。私は消えない。消されてたまるものですか。誰にも邪魔はさせない。邪魔をするのがムーンセルなら、ムーンセルだって消してしまえ。
That's ominous. See ya.
BB の反応消えました。中枢防壁の削岩作業に戻ったようです。びっくりした。 BB チャンネルって良心的だったのね。投影映像じゃない本体が出てきたら迷宮がこんなに歪むなんて。あの子ちょっとした疑似ブラックホールよ。あのフレームにありえないぐらいのメモリを積んでるから、内部にも外部にも歪みを作ってしまっている。あれ激痛どころの話じゃないと思う。 人間に例えるなら骨格、
Yikes.
筋肉、神経、すべての隙間に金属片を入れてる感じ。だから暴走したのか、暴走しているから平気なのか、私たちにはわからないけど。
正常でないことだけは確かです。急いでください。このフロアの出口はもうすぐです。
Alright, let's get to it. Yeah, the thing is still closed. There's just a little thing over there. I guess we could just check up on the area. Yeah, we're strong enough to one-shot these guys now. Which, honestly, is a sign we don't even really need to farm anymore. We're good. Huh. We arrived at the final area of this floor. A shield is blocking our way.
名称は不明でも SG はあるのよね。それなら SG をこっちで解析すればシールドをハッキングできるかも。
可能だと思います。キアラさんは人の心を暴いてはいけないと言いましたが、アルターエゴは AI です。ベルトリリスの心を暴くことに倫理問題は発生しません。その SG を私に。
待て、このさっきやつだ。
Yeah, it wouldn't be that easy.
ここにいたのね。結局私の心の行き止まりで見つけるなんて。もう運命よね。
I mean, where else would we be, Maltrolus?
たわけ、ここで出会ったのは話の都合だ。我が奏者は貴様なんて全然好きじゃないのだからな。勘違いするでない。ところで貴様、何か興奮していないか？妙に色っぽいぞ。
そうよ、察しがいいのね、サーバント。私は迷宮の1階からここまで行儀よく降りてきたところよ。だって1階にあなたの反応があったんだもの。あの女たちの差し金でしょ。よくできていたわ、あなたの偽物。あなたを一人殺すとすぐ下の階に新しい偽物が現れたわ。
Yeah.
初めはイラッときたけど、殺していくうちにたまらなくなってきた。
Yep, and now we gave her a taste of what is killing me, so that's wonderful.
あなたの悲鳴、あなたの血液、あなたのお皿に乗った綺麗な首。
I get chills. Maltrolus didn't chase the decoys Rin and the others made because she was fooled. She chased them because of her own will, executing them. It also wasn't the duty to guard the labyrinth, nor out of anger towards being obstructed. Just for her own pleasure, one by one, deliberately.
追いかけるたびに笑みがこぼれたわ。刻むたびに胸が高鳴ったわ。殺すたびにため息を漏らしたわ。それで気づいたの。あなたを私のものにする前に今しかできない楽しみ方をするべきだって。おかげで新しい思考に目覚めたわ。喜びなさい。殺すのは後にしてひたすらに刻んであげる。安心して、命までは摘み取らない。これは戦いじゃないもの。あなたは一方的になぶられるだけの哀れなホビー。さあ、亀のように縮こまって精一杯耐えしのいでくださる。
Here it comes. Maltrolus will listen to reason. We have to hold out for now.
我が奏者の力、見るがよい。
さあ、溶けるように踊りましょう。
It's a one-turn battle.
派手姿の見せどころよな。
Alright, let's just go for this, shall we? And this, and then we can go for a heal here.
まだよ、消え去りなさい。程度があろう。天よ、今一度の祝福を。
Yeah, she still has the invalid thing.
ブリゼ・エトワール。
At breaks, which is also not good. And she also heals. It's a good view on what she's doing, what her abilities are. Wow.
でもここまでにしておかないとね。もっと楽しみたいけど、殺してしまったらそれまでだもの。
It's bizarre how sharp those are. They're terrifying. Her legs are demonic swords, period. Even if we are to break through her invincibility, we can't take Melt on. She has superior attack power, enough to make me have those unsettling thoughts.
早く校舎に戻って回復してきて。なんならレベルを上げてきてもいいのよ。それぐらいじゃないと今より楽しみ。あら、あなたが所有しているそれ、もしかして私の SC？ いけない人ね。私のコレクションに手を出したばかりで乙女の秘密まで盗み出すの。
Okay, yeah.
やっぱりここで終わらせてしまおうかしら。
Melt is acting completely careless. Naturally so, since she can't be hurt. I may be able to leverage that and get her to admit her secret.
一種報いるのだな。よし、世も乗った。メルトリリスよ、すでに貴様の秘密は知れているぞ。へえ、それは大したものね。じゃあ当ててもらおうかしら。私の秘密は何だというの？
She's Saber easily goes on Melt. The truth behind her second that she is... It's the doll maniac. Look at his floor's construction, how else is put on display. Blood turned into wax. Melt is obsessed with perfection. There's no doubt about it. Or hidden inside that he's a doll maniac. The doll maniac for sure. We got her second FT. You got that unlocked, you have to double back to get that.
これが SC の摘出。
Yeah, your first one you gave us freely.
不思議ね。穴が開いたのに、それで初めて自分にも心があると実感するなんて。そう、その通りよ。人形はいいわ。ひたすら愛しても文句を言わない。不満をこぼさない。変わらない。私、人間の消費文明は愚かだと思うけど、フィギュア文化を磨き上げたところは感謝しているの。事の起こりはやっぱりヴィーナス像ね。ギリシャ始まった、そうとさえ思ったわ。それが国を越え、海を越え、時を超えて日本の職人たちの手に渡った時、宇宙誕生に匹敵するビッグバン、いえ、パラダイムシフトが起こったのよ。
Oh, okay.
バレちゃったから言うわ。私、人形が好き、大好き。等身大から根付けサイズまで分け隔てなく評価するわ。でも特にお気に入りはやっぱりスケールモデルね。360度舐め回して鑑賞できる支配感、所有感は最高だもの。
Shin Medea would make good make a good doll club, I think.
この趣味がわからないやつは徹底した再教育あるのみよ。溶かした後土台の材料にしてやるから。あ、でもアメトイはダメね。ガチムチすぎる。こと工芸において日本人の繊細さに勝るものはないわ。私の夢は失われた瓦礫職人たちを集めて私のトイ・ストーリー王国を作ること。あ、もちろん職人たちも人形にするから。究極の造形を求めて来る日も来る日も腕を磨き合うフィギュア職人たち。グッドスマイル。こんな素敵な光景が他にあって？いいえ、あるはずがない。ないからこそ私が築き上げてみせる。
I think that all existed back in 2010 or so, but unfortunately, This is year 2030. We're on the far side of the moon. Melt's dream is probably hopeless out of reach.
さて、サーバントを切り刻んで満足したし、SG の摘出も経験したし、お腹いっぱいよ。少しだけお別れね。あなたたちは最終階層にやってくる。BB に追いつく方法はそれしかないから、その時に全てを終わらせてあげる。無様な挑戦は許さないから。刻みがいのある体を作ってくることね。
And off she goes. Meltrellis vanishes away with a cruel smile on her face. This is very different from what she declared before. I will kill you once we fight. Either she changed her mind after engaging us all these times, or she's sure that she can kill us at any time, and it has no worry at all. Whichever it is, she's selling us a completely short.
ごめんなさい。私たちがあいつの無敵性を解明できないばっかりに。でも、なんとか突破口は見えそうよ。とりあえず戻ってきて。休んだ後、生徒会室で説明するわ。
Alright. Let's see, can we go back or do we have to go to the school? I'm pretty sure we have to go to the school and come back another day.
切れた。
Yeah. I'll come back next part and grab the item there. Right, it's pretty much just going to the building there. Let's go to my room.
しばしの休息を。
Anything new, Saber? Nope, alright. Off to end the day. Let's take a look at her SG, shall we? Doll Mania. Naturalist's second SG. Doll maniacs, enthusiasts and such have different tastes. Some collect them as antiques or works of art, and some as use them as interior decoration. And some seem to have it the other way around. For whatever reason, loving doll-like people who look like dolls. Naturalist's doll mania covers all of these. She obsessively collects dolls, displays, loves, and tramples them. It's a love that's only one way. I don't need anything but myself. I don't even need the heart of the one I love. That's how Naturalist lives her life. She wants a lover to pour her love into, nothing more. She might not even acknowledge the other person's sentience or freedom at all. What is a doll in the first place? A substitute modeled after a human being, or a product intended to be an ideal human. To the perfectionist Naturalist, an SG like Doll Mania may be her own brand of romanticism. In addition, she seems to have a special fondness for small things. Taking things that catch her interest, abusing them, shrinking them down, and collecting them are one of her few hobbies Naturalist has. A dollhouse might not sound too bad, but all you'll find there is a cage of despair. There are times a young girl's innocence clings to cruelty. Let's see, what's your weight?
両足含めて53キロ。リップと BB は余計な肉がつきすぎね。
You're home, I think.
退屈な場所よね。ドールショップもないし。
Your birthday...
4月9日。正直いつでもいいんだけど、リップの妹は嫌だもの。
fetishism.
偽名フェチよ。心のきしみ、地上から絞り出される叫びはたまらないわ。聞いているだけでとろけてしまいそう。
I'm looking for an apartment.
特にないわ。全部溶かして私にしてしまうだけよ。
How do you spend your free time?
ドールとフィギュアの収集ね。邪神像をつかまされた時の屈辱。あれは絶対に忘れないわ。
What?
ドール
Hold
と
on.
フィギュアの収集ね。邪神像をつかまされた時の屈辱。あれは絶対に忘れないわ。
Oh, she was battle the wicked statue, okay.
奏者よ。
The labyrinth ends with the next layer. That means we'll face off against PB. There's one enemy you must defeat first, though. Do you remember, dear, when we reunited in this world school building, you and I exchanged our first vows? Our first vow? When Saber and I reunited? If I recall correctly, huh? What was it again?
このバカ者!
Me? You really can't recall it immediately. I am yours and you are my praetor. We entrust each other's hearts. We mustn't lose to Meltrellis, coming to trample between us with her dirty, her bladed feet. Let's end this for good next time, praetor.
難儀よな。
Although I understand why she's so smitten with you, I'm certain it would be fun to have a night drink and talk to her, but that's a separate matter. You are mine, and I want to be handling you over to her. And that's another day done. Here we cut again to Shinji doing something.
これで準備は万全だよ。信じられないよ。あいつらがやられる前に間に合っちゃったよ。有能すぎるのも考えものみたいな。でもまあ考えついちゃったんだからやっとくしかなかったんだけどさ。僕頭おかしくない？なんだってあいつらのためにここまでやるわけ？そんな借り全くないんですけど。ああ、やだやだ。やっぱりやめよう。そもそも怖いし、うまくいくかわからないさ。あ、いや、うまくはいくよ。この僕が立てた作戦だ。成功率 100%。そこは心配するに値しない。怖いのは言いたいことだけど、それも痛覚をカットしておけばいいし、間違いなくいけるよね、これ。って、何やる気になってんだよ。痛み止めとか飲み始めてるし、僕ってこんなバカだったのか。くそ！いつまでも続くって保証があれば、こんなこと考えなかったのに。自分が殺されるのと、世界が殺されるの、どっちが怖いかなんて考えたこともなかったし、考えたくもなかったけど、どっちにしても終わるって言うなら、やっぱり、こっちの方が大切だよね。
I got plenty of rest. There's one floor on the second labyrinth left. Before we head off to the clear labyrinth, I'll stop by the student council room. Malfoy has an invincibility, but the others should have a strategy cooked up to get through it. Alright, and with Shinji's ominous note there, we are gonna end it for today. So, yeah. We're pretty close to ending the game. Only this, the next labyrinth floor, and then we got chapter 7, which is basically the last level. And it's not very long, all things considered. Yeah, it's not very long. So, yeah. Without anything else, that's gonna be it for me. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time for more Fate Extra CCC. Ciao.